Okay, team, so circuit number 5 on this one. You know the drill by now, or maybe it's the first time you're doing it, so maybe you don't. It's going to be 40 seconds worth of work with a 20 seconds breather on this. First exercise up is going to be the plank to push up. So you're going to start in a nice long strong plank position. From there you're going to drive up onto the hands, do one arm at a time, lock a strong plank position in, and then take yourself back down for a push up, and then back down to your plank. Next up after that is going to be a crossing lunge. So as here, it's kind of like a curtsy. So you can have the heads up, the chest up, torso nice and tall. As you can see here, the logo showing. So if you've got a logo on your t-shirt, if somebody was stood in front of you, they should be able to see that logo. And all you're going to do is cross across. Keep the lead knee over the lead ankle with this one. After the crossing lunge, we have an inverted shoulder press. That's coming up next, so have a watch of this. So an inverted shoulder press is basically a shoulder press, but you're upside down. So you will basically place your hands on the ground, walk your feet in so your bum sticks up in the air, so you've got a kind of 90-degree bend at the hips there. Lower yourself down to the ground and then drive on up. Now if you struggle with this, maybe just do a couple of reps, then have a breather, or if you've got a kettlebell or some dumbbells that you can press above your head, or a weighted rucksack, anything that you can find to hand that's heavy, then drive it above your head that way. Next up after those, we have what we call the seesaw lunge. So the seesaw lunge is, as you can see here, I'm lunging forwards and backwards. One foot staying planted while the other one lunges forwards and backwards. Now what you can do with this is you can do one full seesaw lunge one side and then change legs. Or you could do 40 seconds one side, second time round 40 seconds the other, and third time round 20 seconds each leg. We will be going round 3 times on this, guys. 10 exercises and round 3 times. After your seesaw lunge, you have the fast feet here, guys, so nice and easy. So the 2-inch run in place, rocking these out. Nice fast feet with these. If you want to jog on the spot, that's fine. These feet are nice and rapid though on this 2-inch run in place. Once you've done those, you have your spider walkouts. This is where you're really going to, again, lock a nice strong plank position in. Slowly but surely, you're going to inch the hands out as well as inching the feet out. You're only going to go as low as you comfortably can and that you can control before you walk it back in for those spider walkouts. Once you've done the spider walkouts, it will be into your side lunges from here. So with these, you're just going to step out to the side. The feet are going to be nice and planted. The feet are going to point forwards like they're on a pair of skis. And you're just going to move side to side on this one. Again, only descend into a position that you feel comfortable descending into. If you want to add some weight to these later on, then you can do. Next up after those, it's going to be the side plank. Now with these, we'll go off the left elbow first. So round 1, we'll do the left elbow or the left side. Round 2, we'll do the right side. And then round 3, obviously, we're going to do 20 seconds either side on this. You can either do this on the knees, so you can bend at the knees and drive it from the knees. You can do it full body as I'm doing here. And if you're not right in the head and you really want to, well, you can lift the top leg off the ground and actually just do it suspended on one leg. So you got your side plank up next. Leg extensions will be up after this. So you're going to be locking a nice strong plank position in. You're going to be driving the hips up towards the ceiling, extending those legs fully, giving the fronts of the thighs a little bit of a squeeze before coming back on and down. So those will be your leg extensions. This is exercise number 9 of 10. And finally, after these, you have your duck unders. So imagining a punch is coming into your head, or there's a piece of rope or a wooden beam that you've got to duck under before you throw a couple of jabs either side of that target. Alright, 15 seconds. You will get a 20 seconds breather to set yourself up for that first exercise, which is going to be your plank to push up. This is just the last bit of the warm-up on your demo team. All right, so you've got 20 seconds to set yourself up ready for these plank to push-ups here, guys. So you can start off, let's get the forearms like train tracks on the ground. Let's pull the shoulders away from the ears, pushing the heels away from the head and squeezing those butt cheeks. That's our plank position, and that's the plank position that we want to start off. Get ready, and away you go. So you're going to bring yourself up onto your hands, obviously using one arm at a time. Lock a strong plank position in. Slowly descend down into that push-up, so the elbows are going to flare backwards. Once you've locked that plank position in after the push-up, then you can descend down back onto the ground. You were over halfway through on this first one. The crossing lunge will be up next. Take your time with these. If you can keep the form and the technique nice and high, then obviously you can speed it up. But certainly on this first round, you might just want to groove the movement. And relax on there. Brilliant. All right, the crossing lunge is up next. You've got 20 seconds to prep with this. You could hold the weight with this, so if you have got a dumbbell at home or you're in the gym and you've got the kit, you could grab a light dumbbell. If you want to go heavy, that's fine, as long as it doesn't affect the form and the technique. 3 seconds before this kicks in for your crossing lunge, and away you go. So you can slice the arms across, moving those arms across to offset for the balance. You want to keep the lead knee over the lead ankle with this. What you don't want is the knee tracking out of alignment. 15 seconds left on this. You do want a nice big sweep of that leg though. Getting those glutes involved, getting those bum cheeks working. You've got 9 seconds left on this. You will be going into that gnarly inverted shoulder press next. And relax there. Right, so this is your first warm-up of the inverted shoulder press. So come down to the ground, place your hands on the ground. Now if you've got any parallettes or some handles, if this is putting a lot of pressure on your wrists, you can do this on parallettes or some little push-up handles. Alright, get yourself ready. And away you go. Like I say, if this gives you grief, but you have the opportunity to use a dumbbell, a kettlebell, a small child, something weighty, a couple of bags of rice, then feel free to press those over the head instead. If you are doing this one, you don't necessarily want to go bananas and rep these out, certainly on your first round. Just ease yourself into these. Fully extend the arms on the way up, and then control the descent so you don't go smashing your head into the ground. 10 seconds left on this one. We will have your seesaw lunge up next. And relax there. Great stuff. So your seesaw lunge. Now, it's entirely up to you whether you want to go do one seesaw lunge, reset the position, and then do another seesaw lunge off the opposite leg, or whether you want to do seesaw lunges off one side. I'll coach you through and say you're going to do seesaw lunges off the left-hand side. Get ready. And away you go. So, only that left leg is going to move forwards and backwards, where the right foot's going to stay planted. However, if you want to alternate the legs, that's fine. Perform one full seesaw lunge, so you'll step forwards, step back, reset to a tall position, then lead with your right leg, unless you're doing them all off your left. You got 20 seconds. Don't worry, I'll remind you. Well, at least I hope I will. I'll remind you of what to do on rounds 2 and 3 when we get to them. 10 seconds left on this one. We do have your 2-inch run in place up next. And relax. Alright, so in 20 seconds, in fact less than that now, you will be going for your 2-inch run in place. Alright, 5 seconds, so it's going to be nice and light in the feet. We don't want to hear any major noise through this. Get ready, and away you go. So it's a pitter-patter with the feet, slicing the hands through. Mobilizing those shoulders as well as those arms. Feet nice and rapid on the ground with this. If it gets too much or you have impact issues, just keep your toes on the ground and pump those heels towards the ground. Alright, last 10 seconds on this, guys. Well done. Keep the pace up. Last little blast. 3 more seconds, so a little bit faster, and Relax there, well done. It's the spider walkout, so slowly but surely bringing yourself down to the ground, lock in a nice long strong plank position. You're going to slowly ease the feet out, walk the hands out, and then bring those hands in. Nice, slow and controlled. Alright, and away you go for these spider walkouts. Only go out as far as you can comfortably control it. If you can get real low, so there's literally just a slight sliver of light in between your stomach and the ground, then that's cool. Keep the breathing nice and relaxed as well. Don't hold the breath with this one. You're almost there. And relax. Bring yourself up. Ready for your side lunges. So stand up nice and tall, heads up, chest up, looking on forwards. You're going to side step out, keep the feet planted, toes pointing straight ahead. And you're going to come up out of that. Alright, and away you go. So side lunges. Once you start grooving the movement in this, if you want to add a little bit of pace, that's awesome. If you've got the hang of this, if you've been doing the last couple of weeks, and you can make this a bit more explosive with a bit more speed, that's fine as well, as long as it's controlled. Last 15 seconds on this. If at any point, whether it's this round, if you've already done it, or rounds 2 and 3, if you want to add any weight, you can do. And relax there. Right, it's the side plank. I'll talk you through going off your left elbow first. So take yourself down to the ground. Place your left elbow on the ground. Make sure that left elbow is directly underneath that left shoulder. Now stack your right shoulder over your left shoulder and your right hip over your left hip. Make sure your top leg, which is your right leg, is in front, and bring yourself up. Alright, get it nice and taut and tight and long and strong. If you're doing this on the knees, that's fine. You do not have to hold this for the whole 40 seconds. You might hold it for 10, relax it for 3, hold it for 10, relax it for 3, and just go through some little blocks. Way better to hold it for 10 good solid seconds than 40 seconds of absolute rubbish on this team. Last 10 seconds now. 5 more seconds. We will have leg extensions up next, so all you need to do is roll over onto your front. And relax there. Well done. So roll over onto your front. Let's get these shoulders directly over the hands and the knees directly underneath the hips. You can dig those toes into the ground a little. Ready on these leg extensions, and away you go. Drive yourself up, look at the toes, back on down, smooth and steady. That's the one. Stick your ass into the ceiling or stick it up into the sky. Make sure you fully extend those legs and just pause for a second to give those thighs a nice squeeze, just to wake them up. Round 1. Speaking of round 1, you've only got one more exercise on this, and then you've boxed off round 1, and that'll be the duck unders coming up. And relax there. All right, you got 20 seconds there. Bring yourself up, bring your guard up. So good solid fists here, like a couple of sledgehammers attached to your arm. So make some good fists. Okay, heads up, chest up. Get your eyes on that imaginary target that you're going to throw the jabs to. Ready? And away you go. So you're ducking underneath. Couple of jabs, duck, couple of jabs. Moving from side to side. Nice and light on the feet. Don't get rooted to the ground with this. Keep the pace up, especially as there's only 20 seconds left. And this is the end of round 1 of 3, team. Well done. Eight seconds left is all. And relax. relax there. Outstanding. Right, you're well and truly warmed up now, so let's make it a bit more interesting for round 2. Maybe let's add some more pace. Can we get a little bit deeper on the push-ups? Can we squeeze a little bit more on these planks? Because you only have 4 seconds to get yourself ready for your planks and push-ups. Get ready. And away you go. So get everything really taut and tight on this one. You're well and truly warmed up. You're over a third of the way through. Let's get all this dialed in. Keeping the heels away from the head. Squeezing the fronts of the legs. So you've done those leg extensions. You know where the fronts of your legs are now. Give those a little bit of a squeeze. Get the chest right down to the ground if you can on those push-ups. And relax there. Well done. It's the crossing lunges up next. So remember I said if you want to grab any weight, so you don't have to, but if you've got kettlebells, dumbbells, sandbags, even a bunched up battle rope. Why you'd have a battle rope in your house, I don't know. Each to their own. Ready? And away you go. So smooth and steady crossing lunges here, guys. Tap that foot down for balance and stability on this. Halfway through, keep the head up, keep the chest up. Tendency is to really hunch over this, round the back. We don't want any of that. We want the spine in line. Six more seconds on these. We do have your inverted shoulder press coming up next. Remember, you can swap those out for kettlebells and relax. So kettlebells or dumbbells. Okay, you got 14 seconds. Stand by. If you're getting a bit more tired now, because obviously you're working your way through the rounds, don't be afraid to do a rep or two, have a breather, do another rep or two and have a breather. And away you go. Alright, halfway through on these inverted push-ups. Well done, team. Seesaw lunges will be up next. Keep the elbows tucked in with this one. What you don't want is the elbows to flare out with these inverted push-ups. Or inverted shoulder press, I should say. And relax there, well done. Alright, seesaw lunges. Now, we did the left leg last time, so let's make sure we do the right leg this time. So you're going to stay planted with that left foot, and it's the right foot that's going to lunge forwards and then lunge straight back. Ready? And away you go. Unless you're alternating the legs. If you alternated the legs on the first round, then obviously you've got to alternate the legs on this one. Otherwise, you're now rocking your right leg and your right leg only. We'll have your 2-inch run in place after this, but you still got 10 seconds. Now look how my head and chest are nice and tall with these. Again, what I'm not doing is looking down to the ground or hunching over. Keep your torso nice and tall. Should be a nice straight line between your hip, your shoulder and your ear. Until now. Relax, relax. Have a breather. Grab a drink if you need one. You're about to kick in with your 2-inch run in place. 10 seconds left, so stand by on this one. I'll talk you through some gears on this one, see if we can power it up as you're well and truly warmed up, and it is round 2. Get yourself ready. Alright, let's go. So, let's start powering the feet. So we got some speed in this. This is gear 1. Hopefully you haven't shot straight out the blocks. So, alright, gear 2, so let's start stepping up. Now we're going a little bit faster, aren't we? The hands are slicing and dicing a bit more fast. Ready, and gear 3, let's step it up. Go, go, go. So this bit where we jump into gear 4 in 5 seconds, the legs are going to be like a blur. Ready? And go. Last 10 seconds on this. Really pick it up. Give it some beans. Pick the pace up. Fast feet. And relax. Well done. All right. Get some air inside your lungs. Nice deep breath in. Take yourself down to the ground, ready for your spider walkouts. 6 seconds on this. If you're still breathing heavy and you think you're going to struggle with this one, just move the legs and not the arms. Ready? Off you go. So just move the legs and not the arms. Slowly but surely inching the feet out. If you want to inch the arms out as well, ideal. Go for it. Take your time. Hopefully the floor isn't too slippy and you've got the room to be able to take these out. Well over halfway. Let's go. Side lunges will be up next. Only 9 seconds left on this. Come on, single figures on the seconds here. Another walkout or two. And relax. All right. So we got your side lunges coming on up. So heads up, chest up. Feet point forwards. All right, ready? And away you go. So smooth and steady. Feet point forward, side step out, heads and chest up. Okay, you're halfway through. If you've started holding a weight on these and then all of a sudden it becomes horrific, guess what? Put the weight down. It's not a problem. All right, you got 10 seconds. However, if they're too easy, see what you can pick up. 4 more seconds, 3 more seconds. And relax. All right. Second side lunge. It's a complete lie. Don't do a side lunge. Second side plank of this session, guys. So now we're going to go off the right elbow. So as we did with the left, get your right elbow underneath your right shoulder. Stack your left over your right. Stack your left hip over your right. Get yourself ready. And up you come. Same again. Do what you did last time. You're either holding it for a solid 40 seconds, as long as the form and technique is solid, or you're coming up, short, sharp pulses. You're coming up, you lock everything in. It's awesome. And then you take it back down to the ground for a little breather before bringing yourself back up. $15 seconds left on these. Remember, you will stay on the ground because you're going to roll on over, ready for your second set of leg extensions on this session. And relax there. Right, roll yourself over, setting yourself up for these leg extensions. As I mentioned on previous classes, you really don't want to go bananas with these. You look like a bucking bronco. So take your time. Really nail the form and the technique. Get that rotation dialed in. Get the squeeze of the thighs dialed in. Ready? Off you go. So second set on these. Getting close to the end of round 2 of 3. Well done. Try and keep going for the whole 40 seconds. Rather than go bananas for 10 or 15 seconds and then have to take a breather. See if you can rock out the whole 40 seconds on these guys. Already you're halfway through with 20 seconds gone. Next up, it's going to be finishing strong with those duck unders. Now we're totally warmed up. Those fists are going to be flying. But for now, you got 7 more seconds on these leg extensions. So far, so good. And relax there. Outstanding. All right, so we got your duck unders coming up, guys. Get yourself ready. Get the arms and legs nice and loose with this. Alright, and away you go. So slowly but surely, taking yourself into the duck unders, guys. Let the fists fly. Keep them loose. Landing on the target. You can spot that target. You can see it. You can feel it as the hands land. Boom, boom. There we go. Ducking underneath. When you duck underneath, keep your eyes on the target so you don't lose sight of it, so you always know where that target is. You don't want to end up looking down to the ground because that target could move and you wouldn't know. 7 seconds. This is the end of round 2 of 3, guys. You're almost there. And relax. Well done. All right, round 3 of 3. Last 10 seconds. Get yourself ready. 3rd and final round. All right. Everything you got left in the tank now? Time to pay it into these sessions. Ready? Off you go. Give me 40 seconds of rock solid, taut and tight, long and strong plank to push-ups. Okay, halfway. 20 seconds left. Arms are like train tracks. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. No hunching up on this now. Don't want to turn into Herman Munster. Don't lose your neck space. And relax. Well done. They are done for today. Happy days. Right. Back into your crossing lunges. Final set of these. Just think everything you do now, it's the final set that you'll do, right? All right. 5 seconds before you go on these. And away you go. Okay, 20 seconds on these crossing lunges. Remember, if you've got any weight, keep using it. If it's too hard, put the weight down. If it's too easy, pick a weight up. There's only 10 seconds. 5 seconds. You're almost there. And relax. Outstanding. It's the inverted shoulder press. The final ones today. Seven seconds. Get ready. Maybe do a rep or two because you're more tired now. Then have a breather, another rep or two. And away you go. It is your final set of your inverted shoulder presses. Halfway. Take your time, guys. Remember what I said? Rather than repping these out and burning yourself out of after 20 seconds, I should say, try and keep going for the whole 40 team, even if you have to slow it down. Almost there on this one. And relax. Well done. It is your seesaw lunge, guys. Now, if you've been alternating the legs, obviously you'll have to alternate the legs for the next 40 seconds, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you to change after 20 seconds. You'll be leading off your left leg first, guys, for 20 seconds. You got 3 seconds. Ready? And away you go. So smooth and steady. Let's rock these out. Ten seconds in already on this left leg. You are going to change onto the right leg and the right leg only. 5 seconds. And change. All right, give me the right leg and the right leg only here, team. Smooth and steady. Last 10 seconds. We're going to go bananas for those final set of 2-inch run in place coming up. And relax there. Outstanding. It's the 2-inch run in place, guys. Let's get yourself ready for these. All right, should we go through the gears again? I'll take you through the gears. If you just want to go bananas for the last 40 seconds, that's fine. Ready? Let's go. Gear 1, nothing too mental too soon. Let's leave a little bit of energy for Gear 4, obviously. Stand by. Gear 2's coming up. Ready? Let's step it up a little. So a bit more pace. A little bit faster with the feet. Come on now. Ready? And go. Gear 3. Here we go. Over halfway. Feet are going faster. Hands are going faster. All right, get ready. Sprint finish. Now, Gear 4. Step it up. Last 10 seconds on these 2-inch run in place. Fast feet, fast feet. Come on now. A little bit faster. Let's go. I'll race you. And relax. Well done. All right. Final spider walkout's just what you need after I've burnt you out with 4 gears worth of 2-inch run in place, right? All right, spider walkouts. Get yourself long and strong. Here we go. And away you go. Spider walkouts. Smooth and steady. Halfway, 20 seconds left. All right, last 10 seconds on this. And relax there. Outstanding. Great stuff. Well done. All right, we got your side lunges coming up next. Heads up, chest up. Again, be careful of this. You're a lot more tired now. Well, possibly. So just sidestep out to what you can control. Off you go. Ten seconds already in on these side lunges, guys. Only 3 more exercises after this, team, and your session is boxed off. Last 20 seconds on these side lunges. Keep the pace up. Keep the feet planted. You got this. Come on. Four more seconds. Give me 2 more step outs. And relax there. Well done. Right, side plank. Take yourself down to the ground. We're going to start on that left elbow. We're going to do 20 seconds either side on this one. So 20 seconds either side. All right, 5 seconds. Get ready. We're going to dial this in 3, 2, 1, and up you come. All right, give me 10 more seconds this side before we switch over and nail the opposite side. And change size for me, guys. Change size. Let's hit that right elbow on the ground. Roll yourself over. Last 10 seconds on this right side, guys. Remember, you do have your leg extensions coming up after this, so stay on the ground. Last 5 seconds. Get a little bit taller, a little bit stronger. And relax. Well done. Roll over onto your front, team. Knees underneath the hips. Shoulders over the hands. Seven seconds for your rock and roll. And away you go. So smooth and steady on these. Only 2 exercises left to pay into the Banker Boomage team. You've paid 28 exercises in. 2 left to pay in. 1 is the leg extension that you're on right now. And then you'll have your duck unders to finish strong. Last 20 seconds on these leg extensions. If you want to make them harder, don't let the knees touch the ground between the reps. Just get the knees to hover above the ground between the reps. Last 7 seconds. We got duck unders to finish strong. And relax. Way to go. All right, here we go. Duck unders to finish strong. Going to go bananas on these. All right, we got 3, 2, 1, and go. Duck unders. 40 seconds worth. Let's go. Last exercise. 29 exercises done. Last one to make it a whole dirty 30. 28 exercises. 28 seconds left. Come on. Jab, jab, duck, jab, jab. Come on, keep the pace up. Keep the feet light. 20 seconds left. Halfway through. All right, with 15 seconds left, let me say thank you so much for jumping in. I hope you've enjoyed this session, guys. You guys have been rock stars. Box these out. I will see you soon. And relax.